Have you considered buying any training aids? Well, if you've ever watched any of my videos, I sometimes talk you out of it, but today, a little different. Brian Hughes, I'm Program Director and PGA Master Professional here at Keiser University with the latest in our series of videos, which if you haven't watched already, please click on the subscribe button. We'd love to see you watch these, see me and all of our other instructors here at the College of Golf. If you've ever watched any of my videos before, I'm a big fan of training aids, but I'm also kind of cheap. I don't like to spend a lot of money on them. Many times training aids you see on those late night infomercials, they're kind of expensive and they borderline helpful. I like using cheap things, tees, towels, other golf balls, things like that we've got in our golf bag. Well, today is an exception to that rule. I've stumbled upon a training aid that I really think is powerful. It's called the Pro Sender. It's a device created by two PGA professionals, David Woods and Sean Foley, and it really gears golf towards, or the training aid helps towards what I think is one of the most important issues in golf. That's the ability to control your hands through the golf swing. And it's also done in a way that it isn't quite as restrictive as a lot of training aids. It doesn't force you into positions, it encourages you. That maybe is a play on words. But here's the device right here. And what we really get into is the fact that probably the biggest issue in golf at impact or poor impact positions is a tendency for the right hand to give way, the trailing hand. When that happens with a club in your hand, the club bottoms out too early, fat shots and thin shots, or adds loft. Even if we have a good lie and make decent contact, we're going to add loft and probably lose distance. So this training aid is geared towards focusing on wrist angles in the golf swing. And as I take this grip, and the ball is extra, it's a part of it here, which I'll show you. It's basically designed, and another key to this, you can use your own golf club, which a lot of training aids you can't. But the key to this is keeping this ball between your forearms, which helps your arms work well together, keeps them from separating, which is part of the reason why that early release of the right hand occurs. And then on the way back, the goal becomes to make sure the back of your hand stays up against the back of this device. From there, and as we even go back up to the top of the backswing, it helps keep your arms, hands, body working well together, positions the club properly, and then as you swing through, the goal would be to maintain that same wrist angle through impact. Try this training aid and then take it off and try to create the same types of feelings that you had with the wristband on there. So again, not a huge proponent, not getting paid for this, but I do enjoy this particular training aid and it's worth a look. If you have any questions about this or any other aspects of your golf game, please put the comments in the comment section below and watch and improve.